Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. Have you been struggling to get a job with the NHS? You've done over 1,000 applications and none has even offered you a job. Probably your NHS supporting information is all you need to change. In today's video, I will be teaching you step by step how to give a perfect NHS supporting information for all nurses and healthcare professionals, either as a band 2, as a band 3, as a band 5, band 6, and even band 7. Without wasting any of your time, let's get to it. All right, lovely people, welcome to my channel. If you are seeing my pretty face for the very first time, my name is Violet Okolocha. I'm a registered nurse. I live and I practice in the United Kingdom. And on this channel, I share informations like this. So do well to like this video, do well to share this video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. All right, the first and integral path of this NHS supporting information is number one. When you want to apply for a job, do me a very big favor. Read the trust values and the job description. It's very important. That's number one step. Now, after you've read that, this is how you should start your NHS supporting information. Remember, number one, for the privilege to apply for this position with the NHS. Before applying for this post, I took out quality time to read the job description, the trust value, to ensure that the experience, knowledge, attributes, and skills that I have will enable me to perform competently in this role. Tick. That's the first step. And that is a very beautiful way to start. Nothing better than this. That's the best step. I tell you the truth. So it shows them that you've read the role, the job description, you've read the values, and your knowledge is enough, and you'll be able to perform competently in this role. Over the years, I have gained valuable experience in various wards where I have worked. Brackets open and close. Surgical wards if you've worked there, medical wards if you've worked there. So just put in brackets and close all the wards you have worked. I've been able to help my younger colleagues in line with the Nursing and Midwifery Council to become more competent. I have been able to collaborate with other health practitioners to give quality and holistic care to patients and clients. That's part 2A. Now, part 2B is to talk about what they want in the job. If they put in the job description, the person should have good listening skills, the person should have good resolution skills, the skills, managerial skills, charging skills, resolution skills. If they put all these, now this is not the time to showcase that you have such skills. For example, while I worked as a nurse / care support worker / healthcare assistant in the surgical unit or in the medical unit or whichever unit, I've been able to speak politely and respectfully to all staff and patients. I have a very good listening skills because I've been able to listen attentively to patients without interrupting them, and I'm able to help resolve conflicts among staffs and among patients. For example, on one instance in the ward, a patient was very aggressive that nobody has attended to him. I went to the patient, asked the patient to breathe in and out, asked the patient to calm down, that I'm now here to offer help to the patient. I listened attentively to the patient, let the patient finish, and then I told the patient, we are sorry, but the ward was very busy and we had an emergency. That was why nobody came out to attend to the patient. The patient was happy and the conflict was resolved. Tick, beautifully done. Number two, some work might say in the job advert, are you able to work under stress? Now, if they say, are you able to work under stress? Now, you now have to put an experience of where you were able to work under stress. For example, I also have an extensive experience in being able to work under stress and in emergency situation. I'm also able to maintain calmness even in an emergency situations. I'm also able to collaborate with other health professions in an emergency situation to make sure we render quality and holistic care to patients sick. So if they talk about somebody that's passionate and can go out of the way to make sure job is done, this is how you put it. So in my current job, I've been able to take up additional work hours to support the department whenever the need arises or whenever a colleague calls in sick. So guys, the third point is to tell them how dynamic you are. Every organization wants to employ a dynamic person. So tell them, number 3 point, I'm a dynamic person and I'm able to embrace change with a very positive attitude. I'm also able to follow laid down rules and regulations set up. All right. Now tell them about any commendation you've had, either from your staffs or from your matron or from your ward charge. Recently, my matron commended me and said she's proud to have a staff like me who is always able to put work first, who is always able to fill in the gap whenever no one is able. And stuff like that shows how dynamic you are. Now, the fourth point is to tell them about any trainings you've had, recent training. Because of my passion to explore and to constantly deliver quality care to patients, I took up a seminar in 2023, precisely in March, to learn more about diversity in care. I took up a seminar to learn about fall and fracture. I took up a seminar recently. This is to enable me constantly able to deliver more quality care to patients and to always be on top of my game, to motivate other young colleagues about the profession. Stuff like that. So tell them about any training you've done recently. I had a lot. While I worked in the medical ward, a lot of patients had falls, and I took up time to go through a personal training where I sponsored myself to learn about fall and how fall can be prevented in the ward. And I haven't done that training, and since my training, I've been able to apply that in my job description, and so far we have been able to avoid falls in the wards. So stuff like that, okay? And that's it, nothing more. Before you know it, you are able to write 1,500 points. So NHS supporting information is just read about the rules, read about the trust value, and talk about it to them. And that's all. Haven't read about. So in summary, what we have said today is, haven't already read about the job description. You have the skills, you have the experience, you have the knowledge to be able to perform competently in that role. The second point is to tell them about your experiences and how your experience fits in. If they talk about listening skills, tell them about how you have a good listening skills. You're able to listen to staff. You're also able to listen to patients, and you're able to render help whenever you can. And if you cannot render help, you're able to escalate to another senior colleague who is able to render that help. Tell them how you're able to resolve conflict among staffs and among patients and give instances. Tell them about how you have good communication skills. Tell them about the time where you are able to work under stress and in an emergency and you maintain calmness throughout the situation. Tell them you're a dynamic person. You are able to work about change, or you're able to embrace change with a positive attitude. All right. So tell them you're always ready to follow laid down rules and organization. Tell them you're always able to follow laid down rules and procedures that has been set aside by the world organization. All right. Tell them you are able to volunteer yourself when there is the need to. Like probably there's a staff shortage, you're able to volunteer yourself to always help whenever the need arises. Any training you've done, let them know. If you had a gap in your training, probably you got pregnant, you gave birth, so there was a gap oh, there was a gap of 1 year in my practice. That's because I recently gave birth. And after my maternity leave, I went through after my maternity leave, I went for some seminars, I went for some training so that I could still fit in and able to deliver more quality care, more holistic care to patients, because patients are our priority. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope we've learned one or two things from this video. I'll see you in my next video. Until I see you again, guys, all the best.